Hi everyone. I know it's been a while since I've been live. We've been really busy with all the remodeling and everything, so that's been priority number one over here. So I haven't been live, but I wanted to do that tonight, so I'm here. And anyone watching the replay, hello, what are you working on? I am working on an amigurumi. I know, so shocking. This weekend we are hoping to tackle the finishing touches on tower number 2 and put it in the basement in the stitchery. It won't actually be in place, and so we won't actually put it in place yet. And well, y'all, I'm sleep deprived. My medication is side effects, and I'm extremely worn out, so my brain is not quite there. Hi, Peace. Yes, this is live. What I'm trying to say is we can't move the desk yet. The desk is in the way, the giant desk that you saw in my short. And so we're just basically putting the towers in the basement. They're just going to kind of hang out there until we can actually put them in place. So, but at least they're not in the garage. So that's the important thing. We were able to put the one, if you saw the one tower, we were able to put that in its spot, but everything else is going to have to wait its turn because the desk is heavy. So, not messing with that right now. We're on a very tight time crunch. We've got 2 weekends left, this one and the next one. That's kind of it. So we've got a very tight timeline, and there's just 3 of us, and 2 of us are spoonies, and 1 of us is supposed to be getting ready for surgery. So we'll see what our bodies can handle. Hey, Joanne. Aww. I didn't know you were going to be on this late. No sleep. Severe weather, so I don't sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. But I'm glad you're here so I can watch you. Nothing good on TV. Well, I'm glad you're here. Nothing good on TV. Oh, okay. I think I'm flattered. Yeah, it's been a while. I know. So last week, well, yes. Last week, Teresa and I started Tink Peel Lives, which is every Tuesday night. However, she is still recovering from surgery, and I have been doing the towers, which is construction, people. We're not putting together IKEA furniture. We're building this from scratch. So, yeah, I've been doing that every single weekend, and Monday and Tuesday I'm usually like wiped. So this is, this we're trying to make the live streams work, but we honestly probably should have started in June. I mentioned this to her, but I'm thinking we probably, if we were smart, we would have started Tink Peel in June. But whatever, we're here now, and we're making it work. And so hopefully Tink Peel will get back to its live streams. I have every intention of going live Tuesday. I'm sure Teresa does as well. But she's recovering from a major surgery, and I've been doing severe Spoonie damage to my body to get these towers done. So we'll see. I hate nighttime talk shows. You are always much better. Oh, thank you. I'm not one for nighttime talk shows anymore either. I miss Johnny Carson. I liked his talk show. Towers. Yes, if you've seen my shorts, I've been showing you the process of us literally constructing these towers that my dad and I are building. And some people were impressed to know that I know how to wood putty in sand. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you. I can actually do things. And of course, because I'm showing, you know, putting away my yarn and stuff in these things, people are coming out of the woodwork saying, I have too much yarn, I'm not a store, you know, all this kind of stuff. And it's like, yarn makes me happy. Let me guess, you have too many books, or you have too many stuffed animals, or I bet you have too many recipes in your recipe box that you're never going to make. We all have something like that, but it makes you happy, doesn't it? So we keep it. Antenna TV. Yep. Oops, sorry. My computer's on my lap. So I don't have a stand tonight. I don't have my little table. Because again, I was just not, I wasn't really planning. I was just like, you know what? I feel decent enough to go live, so I'm going to go live. And we'll see who's here. I've been downsizing, but I told my husband, no yarn goes. Exactly. Everyone has their vice. And you know what? I guess yarn is mine. You can never have too much yarn. Exactly. It's not hoarding if it's yarn. And, you know, technically YouTube is a business. Yarn is my tool. So really, it's just a business expense. Same with my crochet hooks. By the way, if you haven't met this one, if you didn't know, I named all my furls Odyssey. I really should make a video on this because it's too funny. For some reason, I decided that when furls had their old Odyssey hooks, way back when, I had a bunch of them. And for some strange reason, I thought they needed to be named after Jane Austen characters. So I called this one Emma. So this is Emma. I think it's actually Iris. But anyway. So Emma and I are crocheting an amigurumi. What are y'all making? Hi there. The towers look great and store-bought. Oh, thank you. Proud of what you have accomplished. Thank you. So am I. Ditto to all the yarn lovers. I love Jane, and to name your hooks is neat. Yep. I have all the Bennett sisters, and I have Emma, Harriet, and then I have Sense and Sensibility. So I have Marianne and Eleanor. I think I even have Margaret. I don't know. Somewhere there is a list where I named all of these, and I need to find it because it's too funny. And yes, there are male ones too. I have Mr. Knightley. And I named my streamline ones, my resin ones, at least the Zodiac ones. The Zodiac and the space ones, or Zodiac and Galaxy, I named most of those after Marvel characters. I'm very diverse. You just finished 2 sloths. Cool. How did you figure out what hooks to name what? I don't know. I kind of looked at the hook and went, yeah. So this hook is very spring, and this is actually a fail hook. So even though they didn't ever make Odyssey seconds, or what they call them seconds, but they're basically, you know, the mistake hooks, they never did that with Odyssey hooks. This is a mistake, and I can tell because the head is wrong and she's really short. If you hold her up next to all of the other Odyssey hooks that they've ever made, and I have a ton of them, she's petite. Also, her head is way rounder than any of the other ones. So she was a mistake that I paid full price for. But I love her. And Emma Woodhouse is my favorite Jane Austen character. So favorite hook, favorite character, that one kind of made sense. Jane and Elizabeth Bennet are a blue and a pink hook because of the 1953. I have to look it up. The movie with Greer Garson and Sir Laurence Olivier, they talk about how Elizabeth looks best in blue and Jane looks best in pink in this one scene. And so the pink hook is Jane and the blue hook is Elizabeth. Stuff like that. It makes no sense to anyone but me. It's fine. It's my hook. I've been making butterflies all day. Pattern is by Love Knits. Oh, pretty. Oh, you know, I forgot to do something on my page. Oh, I forget to do this every single time. One day I'll remember. There we go. Ta-da! Okay. So yeah, the hook thing, it really makes no sense to anyone but me. Well, my Aries hook is dark red with swirls of lighter reds and stuff. Come on, that screamed Scarlet Witch. So that one was Scarlet Witch. I've got Gamora, Scarlet Witch, Nebula, Captain Marvel, Groot. I don't know. For some reason, I just decided I didn't like the names they came with, so I named them whatever I wanted. I don't know if I've ever thought about renaming my O-Fire hooks. Well, one of them, the Azalea hook, reminds me of the Ozdust ballroom dress, so I call that one the Ozdust hook. But I am creating a new pattern, so I can't tell you what I'm making at this time. But it's an amigurumi. I've been working on my designs, y'all. So every year I try to design a new corgi for Corgi Day, which is June 4th. If you do not know, National Corgi Day. Now you do. June 4th. And I'm trying to decide what I want to do for Corgi Day. Like which design I want to do. Last year I did Sharpay Evans. The year before was either a fruit corgi or an ice cream corgi. Forget which one I actually designed then. That might have been my banana split corgi. That might have been that one. But last year was Sharpay Evans inspired. Which was too funny because a Sharpay is a dog breed, but I made it a corgi. I don't have any fancy hooks, but if I ever do, I might also need to do as you did. I may have to make a video of my hook collection again. And if I do, maybe I'll talk about how I named them. It's silly, but I did name the new Scorpio one because Furls actually collabed with me. It was so cool. I don't work for them yet, but on Instagram, they saw my video and they went, "We love this. Can we collab with you?" And I went, "Yes." So they designed all of these different hooks and there were no theme, but they have done this before where they took Bridgerton and said if a Bridgerton character was one of their hooks, this is the one they would be. And I was like, I wonder if you could do that with any other TV show. So I did Wednesday. And it was my video and I just went off. I decided these hooks went with these characters and Furls loved it and they collabed with me and it was really cool. So if you're on Instagram, you might want to check that one out. It was fun. And so because of that, my Scorpio hook, I named Morticia. June 4th is National Corgi Day. It might even be International Corgi Day because it was started in England. Anyway, it's Corgi Day. So I'm working on thinking of different ideas for what I want to do for Corgi Day. I had one idea and then I went, nope, there's a different holiday I want to do that one for. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Shannon. I'm the Spoonie Stitcher. A Spoonie is someone who lives with a chronic illness. I have a lot. And a stitcher is someone who makes stuff with textiles. I might have made up that term. I don't think a stitcher is a real term, but here we are. So if you like crochet, Spoonie chaos, and all things yarn, then you are in the right place. And my regulars will tell you, it's fun. We have fun. And I like to go live a lot more, but that's why the Spoonie part is the first part of the name. It wins. If it tells me I can't do something, then I can't. But even though you live with chronic illness, it doesn't mean it has to run your whole life. You shouldn't let it, take you away from things you love. I love celebrating people's creativity. That's why I have all kinds of guests on my channel that do all kinds of things that are creative. They don't have to crochet. Though everybody should. At least try it. So, yep. You can knit too. Crochet, knitting. The fiber arts are a wonderful thing. Let's see if I like this. Yeah, I think I do. I have a video Monday. Remember, we're trying to stick to a schedule. So Monday at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. Those will be my videos on Mondays. And I don't think I have a bonus video for a while. I think my first bonus video will be in June. I don't know. I have to look up when my next Melic adventure is. Oh, that's okay, Joanne. Thanks for being here. So for now, it is Monday evenings. And I just took the video off of private and put it on Premiere. So you should be able to see what it is. It's kind of exciting. It's kind of different. So that's Monday. And then hopefully Teresa and I will be live Tuesday evening. Ah, I knew there was something I was forgetting. Thursday night. Thursday at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Critters and Spoonie is back. So Critters and Spoonie is the live that Critters Crochet and the Spoonie Stitcher, myself, we get together and we have a theme and we like to talk and discuss. And we are discussing what Pinterest said the 2026 fiber arts, well, textile arts, the textile world, what the trends would be. And if we think they got it right or they missed the boat. So we're calling it Pinterest got it wrong. Because they missed some really big trends that I was suspicious of from the start. And I was right. There were signs last year. There were a lot of signs last year that, like, this is going to be popular in 2026. Pinterest said nothing about it. So that will be Thursday evening. That will be a lot of fun. And that one, even if Teresa can't make it, I'm going live. I'm going to do it because I've been gathering all of this research for months. So. Oh, we have a question. I seem to get lost in the rounds that go from decrease to increase in amigurumi. Is it neck of body rabbit seems to get stuck, keeping track moving forward? Any guesses? So you seem to get lost in the rounds where you go from decrease to increase. Oh, like when you're doing a neck and you've been decreasing and then you need to go out again to do the body. Is that what you're saying? Hey, Moonlight. Tracy. Sorry, your name's right there. Hi, Tracy. Okay. So I use the stitch marker hack, which is when I am doing continuous rounds, I mark it on the side, and when I'm doing increasing or decreasing, I mark it the first stitch so that it's in my way and I know that I'm going to have to increase or decrease. You could even, if you get really lost, you could even mark all the places you need to increase. The second thing, which actually I don't think I've ever mentioned in a video, color code your increase stitch marker and your decrease stitch marker. Say increase is green, decrease is blue. So if you mark it with the color, that might tell your brain, this is what I need to do in this round. Does that help you? Now that you've said that, now that you've said Pinterest, do you know what's going on with it? I pin videos that I like to keep and rewatch them. But for the last 3 days, I hit Pinterest and there's nothing. Oh. No, I don't know anything about that. I'm so sorry. Maybe Pinterest is having an issue? I don't know. I use stitch markers and I also use paper and pen and write it down to keep track of my stitches. Very good. Yeah, I'm very big on color coding. Okay, let's see how big you are now. I think that's probably good enough. How many rows did I do? Okay. Oh, good. Nice even number. Like when that works out. Okay. Otherwise, I end up having to rip all of it out. Oh, no, 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 no. We don't want to do that. What number am I even at? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna decrease by 3 or 4. Okay. Thank you. We'll try it. I've been putting the rabbit off to the side for a while. You know, that's good too. Giving yourself a break from the project, not a bad idea. There we go. See, I'm decreasing. So now the stitch marker goes here instead of on the side. It's your first amigurumi you've ever made? Oh, wow. That's exciting. I wonder if I should do... Let me try that. Okay. And we'll see if that's enough. I don't know. Only time Emma gives me trouble. Decreasing. Because of that round head. There we go. You and another person I watch on YouTube got me to try making them. Oh, yay, good. Amigurumi can be a lot of fun. Okay, I know that it is way early in the season, but did anyone else see the Practical Magic 2 trailer? Because that was exciting for me. You want it to come out now. Me too. So exciting. I think I definitely want to embrace the like super cozy oranges, browns, greens kind of fall this year. Don't know what that will mean for my background, but I don't want to do Pinkoween. I don't want to do Goth Halloween. I think I want to stick more with fall, with a few little magic elements here and there, which is very practical magic of me. Are you going to make anything for the movie? Yep. You know me. If I'm going to a theater, there's got to be some crochet. Plus, I love making fandom things, so there's that. What? I did the math wrong. Okay. Yippee, frogging. Okay, let's try this again. Are you going to share so we can also make it? So, yes, kind of. It wouldn't be a like full-on tutorial, but it would be a, this is what I did if you want to try and do it too. Does that make sense? I have 3 really cool ideas in my head right now. I don't know which one I'm going to pick. Yeah, I don't want to say much more than that because I don't want to like say I'm going to do something and then I don't do it. So, oh, it would most definitely be a 4-weight yarn. It'd be a worsted weight yarn. What am I using right now? A worsted weight yarn. This is the Craft Smart Value in the color peach. And the color doesn't mean anything to what I'm making right now. This is just the yarn I had on hand, and I'm just using it to figure out shapes. Color means nothing. So if you're trying to think of, what could she be making? Ooh, it's that color. That's not going to help you. Because it's just the color that was on hand. And apparently I can't do math. Okay. Great. Totally thought I got that, but no. I'm trying to do more crochet vlog content. Y'all really like when I just sit there and talk, whether it's live or my videos. So, okay, I can do that. Very easy videos for me to make, not a lot of spoons. And sometimes there's, interesting stuff going on in my house. And if there's, permission from the other people living in my house, then I can show you what's going on with that too. But I'm trying to mix more of the, this is what my life is like with crochet. But also I want to make those kind of vlogs kind of like I do on Monday, on how I picked a certain project and then I kind of walk you through my process, which I find interesting. So maybe you will find interesting to watch. I like watching videos like that. So, maybe you will too. Does anyone have any thoughts on what I just said? Okay, let's try this. I like to hear what others are seeing and doing. Well, I mean, you know, until the stitchery, well, not just the stitchery. So my stitchery has to get done in a short amount of time. But then this summer, we're focusing on the house because this never happens in my family, but we're going to have company this year. We don't have company. So basically, Mom wants to do a whole thorough cleaning of the whole house. We're redecorating in some rooms. My room is getting a facelift. We also have to repair the water ring on the ceiling. That's for another day and another video to tell you about that incident. But yeah, we're going to have repair guys coming in here, and yeah. So if I have a lot of videos where I just sit and talk in front of the camera, it's because I couldn't do much. Also, probably because I couldn't film much because there's people everywhere. So, yeah. Can I ask why you have a deadline for your area? So, my area needs a lot of physical labor, and my father is about to have surgery. So, he's fine, but he is. So, he's about to have surgery. My mom's a Spoonie. I'm a Spoonie. He's the guy who can lift heavy stuff. And of course, with every surgery, unless, you know, it's like in your mouth, you're not allowed to lift heavy things for a while. So that's why we have a tight deadline for the big, heavy stuff. Like what you're doing. Seems the lives take less editing and work. Can you do live going over the kits that you have off the side? Oh, yeah. I have a couple of kits that I want to work on. I also want to do the fairy tale book by Carrie Lord. In fact, it was so cool. I talked to her the other night. Well, I mean, like, I messaged on Instagram, but I know it was her because she was posting at that moment and she just happened to see it. And so she just jumped on and answered my question. It was so cool. Anyway, yes, we need the one who can lift heavy things. Exactly. Like, Mom and I can paint, and I'm no slouch with a hammer and nail and a drill. And as you've seen in the videos, I can wood putty, I can sand, I can do lots of things, but I can't use the power cutter. I can't lift the towers once they're finished, and I definitely can't put them in place. So we need him. Oh, yeah, these towers are solid pieces of wood. They are not, you know, Wayfair, IKEA, you know, the pieces of furniture that may or may only last a couple years. No. In fact, the thing you've seen my printer sit on, that was an entertainment unit that we used for our television when we lived in Alabama years ago. And we brought it with us to 2 other states. So these are solid, well-made pieces of furniture. And they come with us when we move. Hey, I started crochet and I think it'll make me happy. Oh, good. Crochet can make you happy. You said that you were going to do crochet book literary yarns. Have you made anything? Literary yarns? I've made tons of stuff from literary yarns. I've already reviewed that book. Look under flip through or kit reviews. I might have accidentally put a book review in a kit review slot. I meant be my hobby. Oh, good. If you like yarn and crochet and crazy stories, welcome to my channel. That's okay. Yeah, look for it. It's there. The book I got that I want to review now is Carrie Lord, Toff Designs. Her new book, Crochet Fairy Tales, Cottage Stories. I ordered that. So she talked about that she was making this book series in December of 25. So I knew about the book was coming. And I'd been stalking Amazon for when it was coming to pre-order. And the moment it hit pre-order, I bought it. So I've known about this book for a while. But because my whole family got sick and then we had to do remodel stuff, Craftably Ever After beat me to it. So she has already put out a video looking at the book, which I'm going to do, but later, I guess. So, however, she hasn't made anything from it yet, so I could still beat her to that. That's the only thing about being a YouTuber. You want to be first, but eh. Yes, it's a trilogy. She's making 3 volumes. There's cottage stories, animal stories, and castle stories. I don't know what's in castle stories. She's given a sneak peek on her Instagram what's in cottage stories. We know at least the 3 little bears, and they're really cute because they're on the cover. And you can already pre-order that, and I have. Amazon lets you pre-order that one, and I have. Also, you can pre-order these on her website too. If you're like in the UK, you might want to just pre-order from her. And then she also sells, if you want to get them as like their own personal kits, she also sells the patterns separately with her yarn brand and, you know, like a whole kit. And you can buy them that way too off of her website, which is pretty cool. So yes, there's 3 books, and I plan on getting them all. And let's see. And then, of course, Thunder Bay Press, if you saw my video, Thunder Bay Press has 7 new kits. 7 new amigurumi kits coming out this year. What? So, yeah, I'm going to get a couple of those kits to review. I'm not doing all of them, y'all, but I did talk about all of them if you go to that video. That one was pretty recent. That should be easy to find. It's pretty recent. And the ones I'm really excited about are Haunted Mansion. I'm so excited for that one. Haunted Mansion, Toy Story, and I really like the Tiny Nativity too. The Tiny Nativity sounded cute. I came in way after you started. May I ask what you're making? I'm working on a new pattern. And that's all I'm going to say. It's a new pattern that I may or may not show later this year. Depends if I ever get the numbers right on this thing. What is wrong with me? My math is not mathing. No worries, yeah. You're welcome. Oh, come on. Please work. Please work. Please math. Yes. The math works. It's a miracle. Yes. Perfect. The math is mathing again. Hallelujah. Okay. We now know the magic number was 3. Which to me on paper doesn't make any sense, but I'm trusting the process. Now I just have to figure out how many times I did that. And eventually I'm going to have to stop so I can stuff this little thing. It's so cute. Look at that. You don't even know what it is. So cute. Ah, it's all coming together. Okay. Yes, so I want to do a review on her first book. And then I'm hoping to make one pattern from every single book. Well, every single volume that she does. So cottage stories, animal stories, and castle stories. And I gotta say, the more and more I look at Goldilocks and the Three Little Bears on that cover, oh, I think that's the one I want to do. Oh, that's a lot of pieces, but they're so cute. Babs, it's fine. Watch the replay if you're that curious. I do want to do a video about my Mother's Day gift. And that's what I'm going to say. I want to do that because it's different. But I obviously can't do that till she opens it. So, because I have to have her reaction on camera. That's part of the fun. I'm glad to see you crocheting. Yes, math is great when it does work. Yeah, I've got to count how many times I did that though. So hopefully I get that right. I don't know why. I don't understand why the first one didn't work though, because to me that makes more sense. I don't know. Okay. And I should have guessed that number too. And I didn't. Because that's divisible by your total. Duh. Don't overthink it. Have you ever written a crochet pattern with shaping? Overthinking is what we do. Otherwise, we don't get these cute little shapes. So, yeah. If my family only truly understood what it was like to make these patterns, they're very supportive. They're wonderful. In fact, I have family members that order customs from me, and I don't do customs, but I do for family sometimes, you know. And they're very supportive, but they don't get it. That's why I don't/can't make patterns. Don't say you can't. Don't say you can't. I bet you can. It just takes patience. A lot of patience. Yeah, a lot of patience. So I think I can still stuff if I do one more row. We're gonna find out. So remove my little stitch marker. Thank you, but I can't. Too much stress, and stress is not good for me. I get that. I think this time I'm gonna start with these and then go into the decreasing. That should still give me the shape I want, ideally. And times whatever. Okay. Haven't decided my colors yet. I haven't even gotten to the point, you know, where it's like, oh, what colors do I want this to be? Because right now I'm just working on, does this shape actually work? That's why I watch people like you that can. I enjoy that. Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Is this really late, early for you? I'm up when I'm up, and I'm asleep when I'm asleep. This is my life. So right now I'm awake, and I decided to go live. Thanks for being here, Rachel. Y'all are on Central. I'm on Eastern. I don't think I can go too much smaller before I stuff this thing. That could be bad. I did a pattern last year or the year before. I don't know. It was in a kit, and they had you make a shape this wide and then make a shape this wide. Now stuff. Now that it's super tiny. And then they had you make a wide shape again, but they didn't want you to stuff till here. No, thank you. Oh, no. Don't tell me. Hey, J baby. Did I mess up, or does it not work? Nope, doesn't work. What would happen if I did the exact same thing twice? I don't actually know. But that's the beauty of crochet. We can just try stuff and see if it works. Let's try it. I have no idea. You guys are here at the birth of a new pattern. It's very exciting. Oh, we're happy you're here, Tracy. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can do this again. I have no idea if this is going to work. But that's the exciting part. So does everyone have exciting weekend plans? You already know mine. Towers. And I need to film some footage as well. Oh, and by the way, if you're not watching the shorts, that's fine. There's going to be a giant video. It might even have to be 2 or 3 parts of the entire makeover of my stitchery. So there's footage that are not in the shorts. I've been making a giant video for a while. In fact, it started last year. So, you know, if you're not watching the shorts, you'll eventually see it. Today, Mom and I are going to a murder mystery dinner theater event. That's cool. Never been to a dinner theater, I don't think. Can't remember. I'm thinking no. Severe weather Sunday and also Monday. First alert. You don't like this time of year? That didn't work either. There's still a stitch left over. Okay. It doesn't work. Good to know. Storming in Louisiana. Ooh. Sunday I'll be watching Ryan Hall, y'all. Yeah. For the weather coverage. It's supposed to get bad. Oh, no. Tornado season. Yeah. Oof. It's a scary time. Every time we have a tornado, I'm on the top floor. So if a room is going to get hit, I'm on the top floor with a window. It's going to be my room. If anything gets hit, it'll be my room. So basically, I have to pack up my life and move to the basement every single time we have a tornado, anything. There are so many times I wish I had like 2 of everything so that I could just have a tornado like go bag. In Missouri. Fly? No, thank you. Okay. So that's not going to work either. Well then, there's only one thing I can think of. Oh, in Joplin? Okay. Yikes. We don't have a basement. We hide in the bathtub with the mattress thrown on top of us. Yep. Been there. Except it was a closet. I don't know if this is going to look good. Really was hoping to do one more decrease before I did this, but wow. You live an hour away? Oh my. It didn't work either. You're kidding. Well, that's frustrating. Gonna have to think about that one. Have to try some other math combinations for that one. My perfect house would have a drop-in hole storm shelter in the living room floor, so when all hake happens, you would just open the floor door and it would be safe. Oh, that's a cool idea. Oh, in 2011. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All houses should have storm shelters. Yeah, that's a good one. Yikes. I don't think we're supposed to get anything but rain, thankfully. A lot of rain, but, you know. And of course, we're supposed to get rain when Dad and I want to move the tower into the house, which we have to go around and through the basement door to do. So, mud. Maybe we can do it Sunday. Wow. Yeah, I know it was badly damaged. I heard about it. Let's see, that would be 20, 6, 8. Whatever. Good grief. My sweatshirt? Oh, it's my Peanuts Christmas. Isn't that cute? I have the matching pants too. I never remember to wear them, but I have them. Yep. Weather is crazy. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. How am I going to do this? Well, there's 2 of those right next to each other, but maybe that won't be a bad thing. Oh, thank you. This one, normally my stuff is from Walmart. I think this one was Target. Every year, Target seems to do like a different Christmas sweatshirt set. I think last year was the Grinch. They've done Rudolph. They've done Peanuts. I'm pretty sure last year was Grinch. Grinch seemed to be very popular last year. So, I'm pretty sure that's what this was. But yeah, who knows what they'll do next this year. I'm hoping for Heat Miser and Snow Miser. I never see them on clothing. I really want Heat Miser and Snow Miser to make a comeback. But maybe that's just me. And I was surprised that they didn't have anything like super amazing last year, because last year was their anniversary of a year without a Santa Claus. But it was like, what? I think it was 75, like 1975. So no, they're just a lounge set. They're not PJs. They're just a lounge set. Yeah. So like a sweatshirt, sweatpants. Pants are pretty thick too. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I know they do PJ sets too, but they do have at least one day set that they usually go with. Oh, it was 74? Okay. Well, whatever. I know it recently had a big anniversary and there was like next to no merch. There were a couple other Hallmark ornaments, but they didn't make a big deal out of it. And it was like, man, oh well. Okay, so what's another combination I can try? Nope. There's always one stitch left over. I'm the cold miser because I love the cold. You were still close enough, but they do make big deals on a lot of other movies and shows, right? Yeah, I love Snow Miser. We have a joke between my friends and I that Snow Miser's my boyfriend because he's like the perfect guy. He's clever, he's funny, he's kind of cute. He's got a castle. Hello. And everything is ice and snow and in beautiful blues. I mean, he's perfect. Yes, bring back the classics without modernizing them, please. Just stop with the modernization. I'm over it. I still have a lot of hope for Tangled, the live action Tangled. I have a lot of hope for it because it sounds like it's going to be good. But whoever collaborates with Alan Menken has to be perfect. Because otherwise, we could have another, whatever that song was in The Little Mermaid. Oh my gosh, it was like the worst song. Could have another that incident. No, thank you. Also, not to be anti-feminist, but if Eric doesn't save Ariel, then Triton has no reason to trust him. The whole point was that he saved a merfolk. Also, he saved Triton, technically. Why did they change that? Anyway. He's much cuter than his brother. That's true. Although the actor who played his brother, he has a really unusual voice, doesn't he? I don't know. It's a very likable voice. The funny thing is, if you've ever seen the actors who play Snow Miser and Heat Miser, they kind of look like their characters. And I bet that wasn't a coincidence at all. You have the 75th anniversary Peanuts blanket. Oh, cool. Rankin and Bass knew what they were doing. I still haven't seen Monster Party. That's on my list. I've never seen Monster Party, but I want to. And what's the other one? The Irish one. I haven't seen that one either. Leprechaun's Christmas? Is that it? I don't know. I haven't seen the Irish tale. Hi, Tomry. Welcome back. Yeah. I forget the name of that one, but I haven't seen that one either. But I've seen most Rankin and Bass productions. And then some things I didn't even know were theirs. And I have the Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Frosty the Snowman crochet kits. I've never made them, but I have them. I have reviewed the books though. The kits that came, the booklets that came with the kit, I've gone over those on the channel. The Leprechaun's Christmas Gold. Yes. That's the one I haven't seen. You should get the Minecraft Woobles. No. No, thank you. Not my cup of tea. I think my friend Heather at Heather's Creative Corner, I think she did that and she did a review on it. So if you want to see a review on it, go to her channel. I've reviewed a lot of Woobles. You can check out my channel. I've got a whole playlist just about the Woobles. Some good, some bad. And I wasn't going to get any more. But dang it if they didn't come out with My Little Pony. I'm tempted. Especially because they gave me a credit on my last order because it didn't arrive in time for Christmas and it was like months late. Oh yeah, and they've lost 2 of my orders. I don't have the happiest feeling about their shipping department, but they gave me a store credit for the mess up. So I wouldn't actually be paying the whole price for the kit if I got it, but I don't know. I'm still deciding. I really like Applejack. She's not my favorite one, but she's really high up there. So, yes, I did. I got the Woobles Advent Calendar 2 years in a row. 3 years in a row. Wait, 3 years in a row. Not if you pre-order it. I think it was $125. I was going to ask if you were going to get the ponies. Yeah. Not all of them. No. Because it's basically the same base pattern. One has wings, one doesn't, you know. But I am thinking about Applejack because I do like her a lot. So maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I'd like to get at least one of them. And then Fooble, if you know, you know. Fooble it into Starlight Glimmer. Because Starlight Glimmer is my favorite. Starlight Glimmer and Sunset Shimmer and what is Starlight's boyfriend's name? What is his name? Sunburst something? I don't know. Oh, honey, I spent more than that. I review advent calendars every year. Last year I had 7 advent calendars. The year before that I think I had 5. And the year before that I had 3 or 4. I spend a lot of money on advent calendars. And I review them for the channel. You're welcome. The only thing you need is the button on the side. No. And I don't actually like that. I don't actually like the button. I think it's weird. Personally, I would rather do embroidery, even though I'm not great at it. I think there's a way they could teach simple embroidery for that. So, yeah. So I think I might get Applejack. They also owe me a free accessory, so I guess I'll get one of those. And see if I can turn her into Starlight Glimmer, which shouldn't be hard with my skills. And of course, I'll tell you how to do it if you want to do it too. Yes, okay. The thing about Disney, you really, I don't know what it is, but when it comes to Disney merch, if you love it, you just get it when you see it. Coupon or no coupon, deal or no deal, it's just the way Disney works. And if it's a super popular franchise like the Muppets, you get it when you see it. It's just it's just the way it is. So it was a great advent calendar. Oh my goodness. I loved that one. I'm probably going to get it out every year, like display the little guys in my background or something. They're so cute. I hope they bring it back. They might. I mean, if it was popular enough to sell out within like a week, you know, I'm hoping they bring it back this year. That would be good. You're going to buy a whole bag of supplies for crocheting. Have you seen my video about how you can get practically everything you need from the dollar store? Also, I have an Amazon list that is a crochet list if you want to see some of the things I would recommend for people who are getting into crochet. You never saw it until I showed it. Yeah, I know. I know. I would have mentioned it on my Instagram or something, but I'm serious. I bought it and within hours, it was gone. And I didn't even see it the day it came out. I saw it, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. One of my wonderful Disney friends was like, "Hey, don't you love Muppet Christmas Carol?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Have you seen this?" So it helps to know people. This is why I dip my toe into different YouTube communities, because they are lovely and they tell you things. You want me to get the pony? We'll see. We'll see. I have been shopping at small shops to support small shops. So I've got some really fun hauls coming up because I'm supporting small shops and I'm curious what they have to offer. So the money's a little tight right now with the remodel and doing and supporting small businesses. So give me some time. Yeah, dollars. Here. Let me find that video for you. Let's see. Shareable link. There you go. Check that out, Tomry. See if that helps you. If you hear anything this year, yes, please share it before. Yes, absolutely. If I hear that it's back, I will probably post it on the community tab as soon as I can. No, I meant if you get the pony, would you share how you changed it? Oh, yeah, absolutely. It'll be another Fooble. For those of you who are new, my series on my channel I call Let's Fooble, and it's taking the Woobles patterns and then changing them into something else that's very similar. So that basically, if you get their pattern, you know, you can do more things with it than just make that one thing. So I turned a troll into a wicked witch. I turned Barbie into a fairy. I turned Barbie and Ken into the Riddler and Poison Ivy. For my friend who she loved their Batman kit, but it didn't come with her favorite villains, and so I had to fix that. So yes, if I get, oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. I could do Princess Cadence and Shining Armor. That would be cute. I could do Starlight Glimmer, Sunset Shimmer. Because the wings, I mean, I don't need a pattern for the wings. You can just use any pattern for the wings. And then, yeah, the embroidery, I think, would be the hardest part. Because they have their cutie marks, and so that would be the hardest part. But it's doable. It's very doable. So, but yes, the secret is out if you didn't know. I love My Little Pony. I mean, the very first amigurumi I ever designed myself was Discord. If you didn't know that. I wanted my own Discord, and I didn't like the patterns that were available at the time. There was one extremely big one, which I don't even know how you would fit that in the house. And then there was one that was like this big. And I made that one, but it was pathetic. So I designed my own. And somewhere there is a written pattern for it that I wrote down. I wrote down notes somewhere. But that's the very first thing I ever designed, was I wanted my own. So I made it. And of all the things to pick as your first amigurumi design, a character that is made of several different animals wasn't the brightest choice, but I did it. Did I ever get the Care Bears set? I didn't. I thought about that one. See, I like Bedtime Bear too. I like Bedtime Bear. I think he's my favorite too. They didn't make him, yeah. But he wouldn't be hard. You know, they actually do have, I think on Ravelry, I've seen Care Bear patterns that are free. And probably because it's licensed, and so people would instead of getting in trouble, they'd rather just make it a free pattern. Smart. And you just change the colors and you change the symbols, and ta-da! You've got a brand new character. Yeah, you could just take one of the Walmart ones if you want. That wouldn't be hard. I mean, literally, you just change the color blue, and then you just need to embroider the symbol on his stomach, and you're pretty much there. I wanted to do, so the last advent calendar came with a girl elf with braids, pigtail braids, and I was considering turning her into Dorothy, because if you also don't know, I'm a huge Wizard of Oz fan. Wizard of Oz, Wicked, the whole Oz world. And I thought about turning her into Dorothy. And the other Fuble idea I had was, I think I was going to turn Ken into Fiero, just to go with my Elphaba and Glinda. If I ever find a free bedtime bear pattern, can I share it? Sure. But I'd check Ravelry. They have a lot of free patterns over there. Also, you never know what you're going to find on Pinterest. I am curious what the Woobles are going to do for their advent calendar this year, because they said last year that the ski lodge and now the toy shop are part of a set, and so that this next one would be part of like building the village. And I'm curious what that means. I hope Heather's right. So my friend Heather at Heather's Creative Corner, she wants it to be like Mrs. Claus's Bake Shop. Can you imagine? That would be so cute. If they don't do that, they need to listen to her and make that, because that would be so adorable. All the little sweets you could make, all the little characters that could like help in the bake shop. I mean, come on, how adorable would that be? But we don't know. They haven't given any hints or anything what the advent calendar is going to be this year. But I really want it to be something bakery-like. But I don't think it will be, because that's what I want. So. Good morning, everyone. My name's Sharon. Hello, Sharon. I recently made 614 pairs of earrings. I only need 386 more to have 1,000 pairs of earrings. Wow. Good for you. You're in South Georgia. Hey, I'm in Georgia too. Yep, it's almost 4 a.m. here. Did you do anything with Wicked? So I bought the Wicked set because I'm a Wicked Oz collector. So I bought the Woobles Wicked set pretty much because of what it was. I knew I could make it myself, and I did, but it's the collector value there. So I got the kits. I haven't made them yet because actually Glinda's pattern and I think it was like Chistery's vest or something. I don't know. People were having trouble with the Woobles website, so I didn't even try. So I didn't even try to see if it was working. But I still do want to make those and compare them to the DIY ones that I did to see which one we like better. So yes, I do intend on making the Woobles kit eventually. Mrs. Claus or a reindeer barn. Oh, that'd be cute. Yeah. Oh, all right. Good night. $17 for supplies. That's not bad. Do you get like the full range of hooks? I didn't. I didn't like, very good memory. I didn't like the eye color. It was weird. It was weird. It didn't match. Also, I think my Chistery is way cuter. And he's this big. He's so cute. But I might be biased. Yeah, I think so. I'm curious. So, Ludo Studios still owns Bluey. Disney does not own Bluey. They have specific things. So, one of my relatives is in licensing, and trying to understand all of this is something else. But basically, to my understanding, Disney does not own Bluey. Okay. But Ludo Studios owns Bluey. However, they have a deal with Disney Plus and the Disney Channel, and they're allowed to have some merchandise that's Bluey, show Bluey, and distribute Bluey things. But they don't have the rights, the full rights. So, people saying, you know, in the little Woobles chat, I follow some of the Woobles chat rooms because they're interesting. The ones on Facebook. Or they're not chat rooms, they're just groups. But anyway, people are saying that because the Woobles did Bluey, that they now can do stuff with Disney. That's not true. That's not true. So anybody who's thinking about, you know, oh, the Woobles are now going to start doing Disney stuff, I don't think so. And actually, if Disney was smart, they wouldn't let the Woobles anywhere near their stuff because of business practices. So, yeah. Hopefully, actually, Disney just keeps saying no. That would be great. But Ludo Studios is who they have the deal with right now. So, they do make licensed products. And for people who think that the licensed stuff is too expensive, you have to remember the licensing fee. And that's the thing that always gets people. They're like, why is it more expensive? It's like, well, because the Woobles are literally paying the company to have the privilege of using their character, their name, their brand. So they pay those companies to have the privilege of using these things. It's not like the two of them got together and was like, hey, let's do a collab and, you know, we both benefit. Yes and no. Because you still have to pay the other one. So that's, like I said, one of my relatives is in licensing. Trying to understand every single thing about licensing is like, makes my head explode. But basically, that's the gist of it. So for those of you who are confused about that. I do listen and remember what you say. Thanks. Makes one of us. $21, and it has more than one size of hook. Okay. I mean, honestly, if you're a beginner and you haven't crocheted yet at all in your life, I would take a look at my beginner basics playlist, which the very first video, it starts out with the bare bones of what you need in order to start crocheting. And it's not a lot. It's really not a lot. So here. Well, I thought it would be towards the top because I literally just edited that. Apparently not. And that button isn't working. Okay. I am not sure why, but it's not. Nope. There it is. Here, Tomry. Take a look at the first video in this playlist. It'll show you exactly what you need. And it's not much. Yeah, so I do some Woobles kits still, but they kind of made me mad last year. They lost 2 of my orders. They didn't ship things on time, so I wasn't able to give somebody a Christmas gift. Yeah, we're a bit sour. We're a bit sour right now, but we'll see. The hooks at Hobby Lobby are only just over $2 and they have a soft grip. So when are you starting? Might those be good? Yes. Honestly, I know that some people, they just can't get over using the stick, but it's so bad for your hands. It's so bad for your hands not to have a grip. So no matter what you're starting out with, please don't start out with the little metal stick. Please make it sure it has some kind of handle on it. Because if your hand starts cramping from holding that little stick, that's why a lot of people quit. That's why a lot of people quit doing crochet, is because it hurts. They don't realize that that's why, but that's actually why I took some time off, is because my hand was hurting, because I hadn't heard of ergonomic crochet hooks yet. And nobody was using handles or anything where I was. So, yeah, that's why a lot of people quit. Another reason people quit is because they're using the wrong yarn, or they haven't figured out that there's more than one way to hold a hook and they need to hold it a different way. Super, super easy, you know, fixable things, but if you don't know, you don't know. So people don't know how to fix. If they don't know what it is, then they can't fix it. I only ever used the metal hooks until I started with the Woobles ones. And those aren't that great. Sometimes you can hit a winner, but a lot of the times not so much. Okay, great. I would recommend metal. I mean, resin and plastic are fine, but metal typically is the best with most fibers. So make sure the head is metal. Ah, I understand piece. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, every single time that I get a Woobles kit, I mean, it comes with a hook, right? So I see if they're any good. Some of them are, and I've kept some and I've used some. I'm very happy that my Scooby-Doo one is good because I really like the handle. So I'm really happy that the Scooby-Doo one worked out well. Yay. But, you know, a lot of those hooks, I've tested them for the channel. Why do I still have them? I don't need them, so I need to declutter those. But I'll keep a few. Oh yeah, Clover was my gateway hook. Clover is the whole reason that I use furls. It's because I found out that nicer hooks are a thing. And I really, really enjoy using the nicer hooks. So they're more expensive, but hey, to me, it's a tool, right? This is my job. And I mean, we pay for expensive power tools, and we pay for like the really, really good writing pens, and we pay for, you know, all the electronic stuff we need for our jobs because they're tools. This is a tool for my job. So it's an investment. Do I need it in every color? No, but that's a whole nother story. I crochet so tight so I can only use metal hook or it will break the others. Oh, wow. You might want to work on that. If you crochet too tight, you can actually hurt your hand. Okay, Tomry. Thanks for stopping by. My grandma taught me to crochet, so I have all her metal hooks and I will keep them forever. Yes. I still have the hook I learned on. I have my grandmother's hook. She never taught me to crochet. It was really funny. I didn't even know she did crochet. Okay? I didn't know she crocheted until after she passed. And when they were going through her things, they found a crochet hook and they knew that I crocheted and they were like, "Hey, Shannon, here's a crochet hook." I was like, "What?" They're like, "Don't you crochet?" "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, so did your grandma." "What?" Who knew? So I have her hook, even though she never taught me. I learned early on, don't skimp on tools. I learned that with knitting for 20 years ago. Sure. If you have any more questions, Tomry, don't hesitate to either leave a comment below or email me. My email's in my bio. I've tried to change, but I can't. My grandma taught me to crochet and knit, but no one else does. Yep. My two aunts knit. My cousin is trying to get into crochet. And literally all the time I tell her, I have a YouTube channel. If you want to learn so badly, hello, you have a free teacher. And anyway, I got her a little starter set. It's pink and cute and it's very her. So my mother does not crochet. My father does not. But he builds me all the things. He's willing to build me the things for my yarn and my crochet. He just doesn't do it himself. He built me, I actually don't know if I've ever showed it. He built me a contraption so that I can have 3 skeins of yarn going for color work. It's really cool. He built it for me, so I should show it. I haven't made blankets in so long that I haven't needed it. And when I was making my sweater, I totally forgot that I had one. And okay. Thank you, Tomry. Yeah. So there really aren't crocheters in my family yet. I mean, if my cousin gets into it, good for her. But so far, knitters. And I've tried to knit and failed. I mean, okay, that's not true. I can knit stitch. I can garter. I can garter stitch all day long. Purling is where my brain can't get there. Oh, it's just the Spoonie Stitcher at gmail.com. It's just all one thing, all lowercase. Spoonie Stitcher at gmail.com. I think my email is protected because of scammers. So, like, you have to go through all the little CAPTCHA things, but yeah. I used to leave it in the description box, but I got too many scam emails and stuff, and so I was like, okay, yeah, no. So I needed to remove it from my description box and keep it protected. Yeah, so basically we have knitters in my family. My grandma crocheted. I had no idea, but she did. And on my father's side, my maternal grandmother, she I think she did needlepoint. I want to say she did needlepoint. I don't know. She was an artist, though. That's where I get it. She was an artist. So, she used to paint. And if you can't tell, she was my favorite. Sure. There you go. The bad thing about knit over crochet is that with knit, you can lose stitches really easily, and crochet is one stitch on your hook at a time. Yeah, fixing mistakes in crochet is way easier than fixing mistakes in knitting. If you drop a stitch 20 rows back in knitting, yeah. And the nice thing about crochet is too, if we mess up, a lot of the times we can fake it. Like we can fix it after sometimes, and it blends. It's a lot harder to do that with knitting. Now you can do that. I mean, they even come with the little nook, which is a crochet hook on one end and a knitting or a tapestry needle eye on the other. That's what that tool is called, if you ever wondered. And sometimes you can use that kind of hook to fix it. I know a lot about knitting, I just don't do it. Sometimes. But in crochet, we call it frogging because we rip it out. So we call it frogging because that's what a frog sounds like. And I was actually telling this story to someone on social media today. They were talking about, does anyone have any horror stories over frogging because they had to frog like a whole bunch of color work in their cardigan. And I said, oh yeah, I got one for you. Made a queen size afghan. This is why I do not make a lot of blankets. Those of you who are wondering why I don't make blankets, this is why. I had gorgeous yarn, absolutely stunning yarn. It was a maroon, plum, green, gold variegated yarn. Lovely. It was a kind of furry, well, fuzzy roving yarn, okay? I made a queen size afghan with it. Queen size. It was for a very good friend of ours, one of my mom's closest friends. She is a very good friend of the family. She's practically family. We've known her forever. However, I realized I messed up like 20 rows back. And I had to frog it because it was one of those mistakes where it was like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to fix this post, after. I'm not going to be able to fix this after. I'm going to have to fix it now. So I was frogging and I was being very careful, very delicate with the yarn. And all of a sudden I got to a point where it stopped frogging. And I'm used to it getting a little stuck because it's a fuzzier yarn. And so, sometimes the fibers get twisted together and you can kind of pick it apart. Oh no. No. This was the knot from the underworld. It was not going to come loose. And I picked at it forever. Got my little stitch picker. Was picking at it forever. So I got my embroidery scissors, very carefully snipped, and I cut too deep. I was able to save it, but I didn't have enough yarn to finish it. So I needed to order more yarn. They discontinued the yarn. I'm not making this up. they discontinued the yarn. Was it discontinued a few months ago? No, but they discontinued the yarn. And this particular colorway, the particular texture of the yarn, there's no yarn that's anything like it. No. And it was corner to corner. I'm not adding a random little corner that's another color to this blanket. That would look weird. I was having panic attacks over this blanket. I mean, seriously. And when I get panic attacks, they're not pretty. This is the time when you just have to say to your brain, give up. Now, I know we say, don't give up, never give up, blah, blah, blah. If it is causing you to have really bad anxiety, like this is causing you more stress than joy, get it out of here. Get rid of it. You know, you just say that the yarn was not salvageable because you don't want to frog that thing again. You might get another knot. You don't even try to save the yarn. You just trash it. Because I don't even want to donate it. Because it's like, I don't even want anyone to go through this. There's no way they're going to find a yarn that matches anything close. There's no way they're going to have fun with this. No. I just threw it away. Don't even think about how much money went into the yarn. Don't even go there, because it is so much more worth your peace of mind that the project is done than to keep going and getting more and more sick. So, yep, I just threw it away. So yes, like you were saying, project fail. So, that's my frogging story. Now, I know that it was mostly the yarn issue. You know, it was a yarn issue. Probably could have finished it if I'd had the yarn. But it was just making me, it was just causing more problems than it was worth. So I made her a lumbar pillow and she uses it every single day. Fine. I made her and her husband lumbar pillows for their back. So, and they love them. They use them all the time. My aunt and uncle love theirs. In fact, I had to make my aunt her own because she was stealing my uncle's. And he's the one that messaged me. He said, you have got to make your aunt her own pillow because she's taking mine. Between her and the dogs, I can't get this pillow. So I'm considering making the dogs a pillow this Christmas, because then they'd have their own. Yeah. Well, we are just about at the 2-hour mark, and I will sleep eventually today. I don't know when, but I will. And I am going to go. Thank you so much for being here. It was really fun. I'm glad there were actually people here. That's nice. So Teresa and I, weather and technology permitting, Teresa and I will be live on Tuesday night together. That should be fun. We will also be live on Thursday night with our topic, how Pinterest failed. So that'll be really fun. Please remember, I have a video on Monday night. It'll be a lot of fun. And please remember, the first 24 hours for views are really important. So even if you can't watch it, just turn the video on, let it get its first view, and then its second view. You only get counts for 2 views per account. So if you watch the video 2 times, you get credit twice and then nothing. But, you know, if you can't watch it right then, just turn it on, leave it on mute, and then you can watch it later. But, yeah, my views are not great right now, but that's life. Okay. So, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, next week. That's the schedule. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and spoonies can stitch it up too. Bye!